Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you a few ways I use my Cricut machine for my reselling. This video is kindly sponsored by Cricut. If you are new, welcome. I film all kinds of bougie on a budget pink and girly videos, so if that's something you're into, make sure to subscribe and hit your notification bell. And if you're returning girly, I appreciate you so much for being here today. There are a few ways that I'm going to be showing you how I use my Cricut machine for my reselling. So first I'm going to start off with making some beautiful thank you cards with cardstock. I do like to hand make some cards to thank a lot of people that buy from me. They are a little bit more time consuming to make, but I definitely think, I don't know, it just adds a very nice touch to a package. These are some really cute butterflies. I just pretty much used the glittery cardstock for the background and the little butterfly, and then I used the Infusible ink pens for the thank you. But you could also write it out, like to personalize it even more, and maybe use a little picture from their design studio. It's very, very easy to use. They have some free options, or you can purchase some really nice templates that are already pre-made, have been pre-done with instructions on how to use them. I also love the text feature on the Cricut because you can pretty much write anything you want. You can label everything under the sun. You could technically even use it as a label maker, and you can kind of sort your life out and get a little bit more organized. That is another idea, and we'll definitely continue to do more projects. If you guys are into this, just let me know. Another way I use the Cricut machine for my reselling is I like to make like vinyl stickers. They're super easy to make, very easy to duplicate a picture, and you can make them as small or as big as you would like. The ones I made here are little lips, and I'm gonna put these on my packages. I'll show you guys here in a second. But I did make some lips. I don't know, I just thought it went with my whole like nostalgic Y2K vibe. I do like to utilize the vinyl for like sticker purposes, and like I said, you can make them a lot smaller and you can make a ton with your vinyl. The lips were completely free on the Cricut Design Studio, so definitely take a look at the stuff that they have. And once you start a project, you just kind of want to continue to do more. And what I love about the Cricut machine is like it's a creative outlet, especially if you have a lot going on and you're very stressed. Bust out your Cricut machine and it'll just get your creative juices flowing, and it'll just put you in a good mood. And like I said, once you start one project, you're going to want to do another, and you want to just continue to make projects and make stuff. But I really like how my little thank you cards turned out with the little cardstock, and they just say thank you. I made a couple to just include in like random packages because I do like to thank all of my customers, and I just think having a Cricut machine and just to thank people in general, like for birthdays or like celebrations, graduations, Christmas, Mother's Day, like any special occasion really, it's always nice to have it on hand, and you can make literally anything, and it's very user friendly. I would consider myself a beginner myself. I'm still not a professional by any means, but it's pretty like beginner friendly and very easy to navigate, and it doesn't take very long to learn something, which I really appreciate. They also have a YouTube channel that step-by-step tutorials that are super helpful, which I have used myself to like kind of get an idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. So I'll link their YouTube down below, and any other information I'll also include in the description box if you want to check them out. I also decided to make a cute little card for somebody that made kind of a big purchase. I hope they enjoy the little card that I made for them with the little picture, and then I did handwrite it because you can mix it up, you could do whatever you want. Like there is no rules, there's like no instructions. You can kind of go off of whatever you like. So if you want me to continue to share more Cricut projects, definitely give the video a thumbs up. Those are just a few ways I use my Cricut for my reselling stuff, but I mean, you could literally do everything under the sun with the Cricut Maker. It's amazing and I love it. It's just so versatile. You could do so many projects. I'll link my last video in the description box. I've done so many other projects if you're interested in checking more out. But I just thought I would show you guys how I've been utilizing it now with my reselling stuff, making thank you cards and stickers and all of that. So I hope you guys enjoyed. And once again, I do want to thank Cricut for kindly sponsoring today's video and allowing me to share my projects with all of you. So without further ado, I'm going to show kind of how I organize my inventory. Okay, so I have my inventory in these bins. These are pink because, you know, that's my favorite color, but you can usually get these bins around back to school time frame. So if you're looking for like a particular color, that's the time I would shop. But this is how I organize all of my inventory. They all have their plastic on them just so that they're nice and protected. And just a ton fit this way, and I do label the bins depending on, you know, what bin they're in, so that way I know when somebody buys something, I know exactly what bin to look in, because the last thing you want is to be digging around for days. So yeah, I have several bins of stuff so you can get an idea of what they will look like. So we have the little sparkly top that I showed you. We have a bunch of like Y2K pieces, like a bunch. So this is Juicy Couture. I sell a lot of loungewear like pajamas, just comfortable clothing in general. So that's how I store it, and then when something sells, it's kind of like ready for me to go, and it's just easy peasy. Doesn't take a lot of time to look for it. So this one right here is Victoria's Secret. I do sell a ton of Victoria's Secret, especially like the older stuff, like, you know, a few years back. But I have Guess. Guess is also a very good seller for me. I believe that's Mary Kay. This sweater right here is way too big to go in these little plasticky bags, so I'll just leave it there until it sells, and then I'll wrap it in something else. Sometimes I'll put tissue paper around it, or whatever I can find, really. So that's kind of what it will look like. Everything is nice and organized in there. That way I know where to find stuff, because the last thing you want is, like I said, to not be able to find the stuff you're selling. So yeah, organization, I've always told you guys, is key when reselling, because especially when you have like a lot of items, it's the way to go, really. And this one right here has bags, like totes and like other stuff. It's kind of hard to show, but yeah. And then I'll show you guys my other bins. These are amazing. These are considered like under the bed storage organizers, and I just love them because I can, first of all, lift them, which is very important, because sometimes the bigger bins get a little bit too heavy for me. And this is kind of how the clothes is organized. I do have a piece of paper here. That way I know kind of what's like in here. Some are in baggies, some are not. Like these, all of these are not in baggies. I don't know why. But just so you can get an idea. And yeah, everything is labeled accordingly. And this one has a lot of pink stuff. Like this blingy one is super cute. I'll show you guys. It's kind of hard to show, but like this is super nostalgic pink stuff, sequin pink. But yeah, I have a lot of pink in this organizer. But yeah, everything is like that. All the bins or all the organizers are organized that way. And I also like that it has the protective cover. Keeps my clothes nice and like dust free and all of that. So yeah, that that is kind of my organization for like my clothing. I am outgrowing this space, so hopefully with time I'm able to get more space. But in the meantime, we just kind of make it work in this tiny little closet. And right now, currently, I'll be adding a few more items, but I just kind of want to stay under the like 800 pieces because I don't want to overdo it where I don't have enough space. But hopefully eventually I will be able to continue to grow my space so that I can continue to sell all of these cute pieces, a lot of Y2K, nostalgic, like loungewear, vintage, and just pre-loved items. And then another tip I wanted to share with you for jeans and like denim, everything looks the same. So when you store it, it's very hard to find because like they're all blue, you know what I'm saying? They all look the same, they're all denim. So what I do is I'll usually put a little note inside of all of my denim and I'll say exactly what it is, like the brand, the size, and kind of some like description, like this one has raw hem. That way when I sell denim on the various platforms, it's easy for me to just like, oop, I found it, it's right here. And then I can always check it, which I try to do because I'm human and I've made mistakes before. But I will open the baggie, I will check that it's what I need, and then, yeah, it's pretty easy to go. Because I've had issues with not finding denim. That's what I do, and it's been working for me so far. So hopefully it helps somebody that sells denim and jeans and all of that, because it all looks the same. But yeah, I'll put a cute little note inside of it. Sometimes I'll ship it out, sometimes I'll take it out, I don't know. It just kind of depends on how busy I am, I guess. And then I'll show you guys some things I use that I think are very helpful. Lint roller, you always want to get rid of any like dust or any hair or anything. You want it to look presentable and pretty. So definitely get you a lint roller. You could also use tape if you don't have a lint roller. You could use like duct tape to kind of get all of the lint off of your clothing. And measuring tapes, you want to get both types. It took me a very long time to get this tape right here. Like this one is like flexible, so you can measure hats. Yeah, measurements are key with reselling. You'll just sell more stuff if you have the measurements posted. So I would recommend you get both kinds. This one is just, you know, like a regular measuring tape. This is perfect for bags and stuff like that because it's like pretty sturdy, and you could just go like, you know, like this and call it a day. Where this one is very good for like stuff that's laying flat on the floor, on a table, like, you know, where you don't have to like hold it necessarily. This one you could just hold, take a picture, and so forth. And then the last item I want to share with you in this video is the sweater shaver. I rave about this stuff. This will turn any like old looking sweater into a new one, or any piece. It could be like sweatpants. I just fixed some Victoria's Secret sweatpants that I really wanted. Yeah, it just like gets all of the old fabric off and it looks brand new. So I love me a sweater shaver. And yeah, I'll have it linked in my Amazon storefront if anybody's interested in that. But that is it. That's what I'm going to share in this video. If you want me to continue to share more with you, definitely let me know. Leave me a comment, give this video a like, and don't forget to click my link tree so you can find me elsewhere whenever I'm not on YouTube. I'm everywhere else, so we can hang out together everywhere else, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.